Do you know someone who gets excited about the idea of a better routine, then feels strangely heavy the moment it becomes a real plan? They buy a fresh notebook, reset their room on Sunday. They picture calmer mornings, regular workouts, better sleep, and a life that finally feels steady. For a few days, it even works. Then they write, "Gym every day at 6. Something shifts. The comfort they wanted now feels like a demand waiting to judge them. So they edit the schedule, delay the first day, or promise themselves they'll start properly next week. They don't want chaos. So why can structure feel so hard to accept? Psychology suggests that a routine and a plan don't always feel the same in the mind. A familiar rhythm can reduce small daily decisions. But a rigid schedule can also feel like pressure, a promise, and a future test. That difference may explain why some people crave order while resisting the structure they created themselves. A routine can feel less like discipline and more like a handrail. It removes tiny negotiations before they pile up. What to wear, when to start, whether to cook, whether to move your body. Fewer choices, less noise. You wake up, make the same coffee, put on the same playlist, and take the same route outside. Nothing dramatic happens, yet your shoulders drop a little because the morning doesn't demand a decision from you every 3 minutes. Research on habits suggests that repeated actions in familiar settings can become easier to begin over time. Not effortless, easier. A usual rhythm says, "This is what I tend to do," and that wording leaves room for a human day. You can miss it, adjust it, and come back tomorrow without feeling that you broke something. Wanting that steadiness isn't rigidity. It may be relief from carrying too many choices, but the contradiction begins when that supportive rhythm gets turned into an exact rule. At 5:40, you genuinely want to work out. Your shoes are near the door. The evening still feels open. Then 6 o'clock arrives, your alarm appears, and the thought quietly changes from, "I could train tonight," to, "I have to train right now." Your body suddenly feels heavier. Psychologists call this kind of pushback reactance, the urge to protect your freedom when a choice starts to feel restricted. It can happen even when the rule is sensible, useful, and written in your own handwriting. You're not being childish. Your mind may be responding to the pressure wrapped around the task. Imagine crossing out 6 p.m. gym in a planner. The workout itself hasn't changed, but the crossed out line can feel like an order you refused, not an option you postponed. That's why some people don't resist the habit. They resist the invisible authority they attach to it. Because the next layer is where a simple planner becomes more personal than a list of tasks. Once the plan feels like an order, it can begin measuring the person who made it. At night, you open your habit tracker. One empty box should be small. It's one missed run or one study block. But the blank space doesn't stay blank for long. It starts talking. You may hear an older story rise behind it. "I always quit. I never stay consistent. I'm still not that kind of person." The schedule has stopped organizing time and started acting like a report card. Self-discrepancy research looks at the strain people can feel between who they are now and who they believe they should become. A missed task can sting because it seems to widen that gap. You're not only looking at Tuesday, you're looking at the imagined version of you who wakes early, never falls behind, and never needs a reset. A calendar cannot actually judge you. Still, when you load it with proof of your worth, every unchecked box can feel like a witness in a private trial. And when a missed hour feels like evidence, ordinary interruptions become emotionally expensive. A meeting runs late. Your train is delayed. You sleep badly and miss the morning you planned to protect. On paper, it's a normal day. Inside the schedule, it can feel like the whole week has tipped over. You skip one workout, then think, "I'll restart Monday." You miss one study session, Then avoid opening the book because the plan already looks imperfect. The original detour lasts an hour. The restart loop can last days. This is where flexible goals matter. Adapting after an obstacle isn't the same as abandoning what matters to you. A stable routine can bend around real life. A brittle one makes you feel that anything less than a perfect run means starting from zero. You don't need a new identity every week. You need a way back. When the plan has no place for delays, tiredness, or changed obligations, it stops guiding you and starts waiting for you to fail. If this made you think of someone who keeps rebuilding a routine, then disappearing from it, send this to them. Not as pressure, just a mirror. But the deepest part is still ahead, because people rarely fear a plan for what it asks them to do. They fear what it may seem to say about them if they cannot follow it. Some plans are asked to do far more than organize a day. They're expected to make you disciplined, confident, attractive, successful, calm, respected, and proud of yourself. That is a lot for a Tuesday morning to carry. You write, "Wake up at 5" in a notebook. But underneath the neat ink, another question is hiding. Will this prove I'm the kind of person who has their life together? The hour becomes a symbol. Missing it feels bigger than sleep. Research on motivation makes a useful distinction here. A goal can come from personal value and genuine choice, or it can be pulled by guilt, comparison, fear of falling behind, and the need to prove something. The action may look identical from the outside. The weight does not. You may not fear the plan itself. You may fear being accountable to a future version of yourself you don't fully trust. That can make even a good intention feel like a spotlight. Once you see that hidden weight, the answer isn't stricter control or throwing every plan away. The choice isn't chaos or a prison-like schedule. It's structure that guides you, rather than turns a missed action into a moral verdict. A routine can be a handrail. A plan can feel like handcuffs. The difference is the exit door. Imagine you decide that movement matters because it clears your head. Instead of gym at 6 or the day is ruined, you choose an evening window and a return rule. If tonight changes, I'll move at the next available chance. No punishment workout. No doubled target tomorrow. Just return. Small if-then plans can help when they serve a goal you chose. If I miss my morning walk, I'll take 10 minutes after lunch. That sounds like support, not surveillance. You can spend years building schedules that demand proof, trying to become reliable by never giving yourself room to be human when life changes. You don't need to earn your return. The best structure is not the one that traps you inside a perfect day. It's the one that keeps a light on when the day goes wrong. The next time a schedule makes you want to run from it, don't call yourself undisciplined. Ask whether it's helping you live in a way that matters, or asking you to prove that you deserve pride. The person who bought the notebook wasn't asking for a cage. They were looking for steadier ground. A good plan should feel like a path through weather, not a courtroom built around one missed step. Leave room for hard days and a way back. If you enjoy learning the hidden psychology behind the habits that make self-discipline feel harder than it looks, subscribe to the channel. Once you understand how pressure can disguise itself as planning, structure stops feeling like a cage and starts becoming something you can actually live with.